always found the question of what I believe is very frustrating. Not because it is a bad question, but because it is challenging, requires reflection, and is difficult to answer by just using words. Words are not the most accurate portrayal of a belief system. I am one of many hypocrites whose words and actions consistently do not match up. I hurt myself and others on almost a daily basis. I often neglect to pray or read my Bible, and often skip or zone out in church. I even deal with lust sometimes and don't even feel bad about it. I frequently judge other people when my own issues and insecurities are too difficult to deal with. My heart and my mind have at times been controlled by consumerism. I attempt to bring myself pleasure by buying new gadgets or clothes, or I think spending hours in the gym will improve who I am. I've become cynical and lazy at a Christian college. I grow tired of a lot of the seemingly forced spiritual stimulation, fog machines, lights, crazy guitar riffs. I know with words I would consider myself a Christian, but after closer examination of my life, it would seem my actions contradict a Christ-like behavior that is supposed to be seen in me. It would seem as if I have walked away from faith, or Christ is not within me. But 1 Corinthians tells me I was bought at a price. Everything I previously said is true or has been true. I know I'm only saved by grace and not good works, but our actions can often indicate our level of faith. So what do I believe? I believe God came down and died for me, and I am a sinner. I confess this as well as where I fall short in my life. I believe honesty with God, oneself, and others are half the battle in living out what you claim to believe. The other half is repentance. And though confession and honesty are a key factor in a life of repentance, they are not the same thing. As exciting as it is to hear someone say they dropped a life of sin after a powerful conversion, I do not believe those types of conversions represent the majority of Christ's followers. I believe repentance for most is a slow turnaround from a life of sin deeply ingrained in our bodies after our hearts have changed. We can begin to allow God to tear out the sin in our lives when we are honest, humble, and spending time with Him. These are three things I'm not particularly good at, but I know God's working in me. I know I need to spend more time with Him and do my best to allow Him to deal with that huge laundry list. I'm not perfect, and my evil desires will not change overnight, but faith is a journey. I know over time my flesh's ability to reject its evil desires will begin to catch up with my will to grow closer to God. I know through humility, accountability, spending time with God, and most importantly grace, a stronger relationship will bond, and a huge list of dirty laundry will get a bit shorter until the day He takes me home. This I believe.